Want to hit amazing pinpoint stance serves? Well, then copy these 3 simple tips. And stick around because in a few seconds, I'm going to show you high-level college doubles and a player using this exact technique. All right, tip number 1, rotate your front foot like you're trying to foot fault with your heel at the beginning, then bring your back foot up and explode up into the serve. We're trying to create a coiling effect with our technique. And we do that by turning our body away from the court. The knees are pointing back. My butt cheek is pointing at the opponent. I'm coiled, and that allows me to uncoil. So do not keep your front foot pointing into the court the entire time, but rather rotate, then bring the back foot up, and you'll feel how much more coiled and how much more power you get. Tip number 2, when you bring your back foot up, nestle it right in behind the front foot. Now, when you pivot correctly from tip number 1, it makes it very easy then to just bring the back foot up and nestle it in behind. You watch so many rec players. They bring their back foot around, but it comes to the side of their front foot, and you'll even see them foot fault with their back foot. Their back foot comes so far around that they actually foot fault. So if you're doing that, it doesn't allow you to coil. You're facing forward, and then you're just hitting with your arm. So if you do that, just make sure that you use technique number 1 in order to basically force that back foot to stay in behind the front foot. And tip number 3, this is critical. The moment you feel your foot hit the ground, explode up. What you don't want is a long time where you're sitting or standing on the pin, where you're just sitting in this knee bend position. The moment your foot hits the ground, you go. That's your timing mechanism. A foot hits the ground, you explode up. Now, if you find that when your foot hits the ground, you have to sit here and wait and wait and wait and then explode up, do you know why that's happening? What's causing that? Your toss is too high. You're tossing so high in the air that when your foot hits the ground, you still have to wait for the ball to come back down until you can go up and get the ball. So if you find that you're not stepping and then exploding up, lower the toss a bit and it'll fix that timing. All right, let's check out that high-level college player. So this is Ohio State versus TCU. Let's watch the server hit his serve 3 times and then we'll analyze it. All right, so what's tip number 1? Watch his front foot. Watch his foot rotate right there. See how it looks like he's trying to foot fault with his heel? This coils his body. It points his knees back at an angle toward the back fence, which you can see right there. Gets his butt cheek to go inside the court. Tremendous amount of bow and coiling, which then what? Allows for great uncoiling later on. What was the second tip? Notice he brings the back foot up and he keeps it behind the front foot. Now, tip number 1, which was pivoting on the front foot, basically allows that second idea to happen. So many rec players have the problem of bringing their back foot around and it comes over and actually foot faults. And then they open up the body way too early of uncoiling, and they just hit with their arm. So rotate the front foot and the second tip basically happens naturally. And tip number 3, when you plant the right foot, you immediately explode up. So many players are unable to do this, and it's because their toss is too high. Now, if you've watched my videos for any amount of time, you know I'm a big fan of a toss timer. A toss timer is very simple. You put the ball near the top of the head, you put a timer down, and you see how long it takes for them to make contact. In my experience, 0.6 to 0.9 seconds is what you're looking for. So let's see what his toss timing is from that moment. And he hits the ball right there, 0.83 seconds. Pretty darn awesome. That just so happens to be the exact toss timing of Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. Now, we'll get back to the video in just a second, but first, if your level of play is plateaued, you're just not getting better, or you're just not improving at the rate you'd like, and maybe you are taking lessons with a local pro, but it just doesn't seem to be helping, then send me an email, ryan@2minutetennis.net, and we can hop on a 10-minute phone call, and I can talk to you about getting your game analyzed on video. Whether you'd like me to analyze your serve, or your forehand, your backhand, your net game, or maybe your footwork, or even a whole match. Let's say you've got SwingVision, or even if you just record yourself playing matches. You send me the footage. I will analyze your entire game, putting you side by side with the pros, showing you what you're doing correctly and what you need to change to gain confidence and start winning more matches. So send me an email, ryan@2minutetennis.net. You and I can exchange phone numbers. We'll hop on a quick 10-minute call and we can see if video analysis is right for you. So go ahead, send me an email, ryan@2minutetennis.net, if you want me to analyze your technique, strategy, and footwork. Work on your pinpoint stance and follow these 3 techniques. If you do, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.